And welcome back to the channel. This is the second of the collaboration videos that we've done with Vanother Collective. What I'll do, there are several other channels. I think it's up to about 15 different channels now. So what I'll do is I'll put all the logos from all the channels up in one of the corners. Can't remember which one I'm going to put it in yet. And I'll put links to every one of the channels in the description below. Make sure you go across, subscribe to their channels, watch their videos, and you'll get loads and loads of different tips and all the rest of it. It's really, really good way of doing tips. This month's video is all about saving money whilst you're vanning. So if you want to save money, you're going to get 15 different loads of different tips, because everyone's going to have different tips and it'll be really good. So what did we come up with? Okay, when you go into places, visit the local tourist information place, because you will get loads of information about free and cheap stuff that's going on, local markets, loads of cheap, maybe free attractions that are in the local area.
Events.
Yeah, events.
Festivals.
Loads of stuff. So make sure you go. I mean, we always do it when we go to Holland, the VVV in Holland, the tourist information place. There's loads of info in there, and they do discount codes to local theme parks, local attractions, and we've used them, and they are a good way of saving money. Another thing that we've found in Holland, if you go into the local supermarkets, sometimes or the shops, yeah, they'll do what they call actions, where if you buy a certain product or you spend a certain amount of cash, you will get discounts off local events. And
yeah, you usually have to do it online.
Yeah, but they'll give you a voucher or something, and you can go online and you can get a discount off of a local attraction. I'm sure we've used it for one of the theme parks in Holland.
Yes, we
Volleyball World that we went to. We got an action, a discount voucher from one of the supermarkets because we were buying some stuff in there that we needed, and we had a reduced cost day out at one of the biggest theme parks in Holland. So it's a good way of doing it. Another thing we came up with is semi-plan your meals. Yes, it's nice to go out for a meal and all the rest of it, and we certainly will be when we go on to Europe this year. We'll certainly be going out for meals and all the rest of it, but we won't be doing it every night. No. So sort of semi-plan what you're going to get. Go to the local supermarkets, go to the local shops, the markets and all the rest of it. Get the local produce, which you'll generally find is cheaper, and semi-plan your meals. And if you're going out for the day, knock yourself up a packed lunch the day before, because that way you're not going to be spending lots of money on pre-packed sandwiches from supermarkets, which are generally
eating out again.
Yeah, eating out again, you know.
Yeah.
So do that. One thing that Ciska's very good at that I'm not is have a budget and stick to it. Oh, we can just do this, or we can just do that. No, that's the budget, we're sticking to it. So if you write yourself up a budget and stick to it. Other ways to save money, depends what you're using the van for, really. Join one of the clubs for the Caravan and Motorhome Club, or the Caravan and Camping Club. You get some really good discounts, and there's lots and lots of other benefits. Discount on ferry tickets or the Eurotunnel, cheap van insurance for saving money that way.
Not always.
Not always. It depends on. It's certainly worth looking into, and the benefits are there. Or you can do what we've done and set the van up. Yes, it's an expense initially to get it all set up, but we've set the van up for off-grid, so we don't have to have those expenses for going on campsites, and we can spend an entire week where we're not paying for parking for park-ups. Like I said, it's expensive to start, but going forward, we're playing the long game here. We're going to save money in the long term, and we'll get that back. So that's definitely worth doing. Like I said, we've got an inverter in the van. We've gone with a lithium battery. We've got lots of solar on the roof. We've got the gas-it system, which is certainly cheaper than buying gas bottles for refillable gas, and certainly on the continent, it's everywhere. So that's definitely worth having if you're going over there. Other things
here, I think, as well.
Yeah, we've got one that's local to us, the Co-op for the refillable gas. There's a Co-op garage that does it over in Washington, and that's where I fill our van up.
Yeah.
So, and if the rumours, if you believe the rumours about gas being phased out in certain things and all the rest of it, club sites are starting to set up with gas these days as well. Plus your manufacturers, Gaslow, their hubs that fit them, they've got it. So there's plenty of it about. I mean, I know, like I said, there's the one we use in Washington. There's another one down on the A19 that I've found at a Shell garage, where we can get it. So there's plenty of places. There are plenty of places, and if you use the LPG.EU app, wherever you are, and it'll find one for you. Other things you could possibly do, if you like going to places like castles and gardens and things like that, join the National Trust and pay the annual fee.
Or English Heritage.
Or English Heritage. Join one of those, pay the annual fee, and you'll get that. You go to 2 or 3 places and you've got your money back for the year. Other things, I mean, local to us, we've got Beamish. You buy a ticket, it's valid for 12 months. If you go 3 or 4 times, it's paid for itself. And they have events
on as well.
Yeah, they have events on all the time.
Yeah, but also like aquariums, zoos, places like that. Consider getting an annual ticket if you like that sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, our daughter has got an annual ticket for the aquarium in Tynemouth because our eldest grandson Teddy loves going to see the fish, and they go on a regular basis, and it's just a one annual pay and away you go. Yeah, it saves money. And what else do we? Certainly on the continent, avoid motorways. Go on the A roads. Whenever we go over there, I always set our sat nav up for no motorway. The speed limits are lower, so you'll drive slower, and you'll see a damn sight more, and you won't use as much fuel. So you'll save money that way. That's one of the big things. I mean, we've seen so many things just by avoiding motorways, and certainly in Holland, the motorway routes are boring, very boring. Great roads, but there's nothing on them. So set up for no motorways. If you can, see more, and don't use as much fuel, because you're driving at 50 mile an hour on most of the roads over there. Because most of the outer town roads, non-motorways, are set up for 80 kilometres an hour, which is 50 mile an hour. So you are going to be saving fuel. You're not going to be pootling along. So, hopefully, I think that's about it.
That's everything that we could come up with. I'm sure there's plenty more, and I'm sure all the other people in the collaboration will certainly come up with some good little tips that we'll certainly be taking on board. So, make sure you like and subscribe to all the other channels. Check their videos out for more money-saving tips, and we'll catch you on the next one, guys.